Welcome back. In this video, we're going to look at conditional statements in PHP. While writing programs or scripts, there will be scenarios where you would want to execute a particular statement only if some condition is satisfied. In such conditions, we use conditional statements. So again, first things first, I'm going to close this file that we created last time. Then inside my web browser, I'm going to jump backwards so I can get into the root of our htdocs folder. Then I'm going to create a new file right here. I'm going to call it conditional statements.php. okay, just like that. So this is the list of conditional statements in PHP. So the first thing is we're going to look at the if statements. Now with the if statements, the syntax is quite easy. So you create your if statement like this, open your parentheses, and then you pass in the condition that you want to weigh. Okay, then you open your curly braces, and then you write the code that is supposed to be executed. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so if you pass in the condition, you open your curly braces, then you start writing the code that you want to be executed. So I'm going to comment this out, comment that, and then we'll look at first example. We're going to create a variable here called age is equal to 20. So we're going to say if okay, so what's happening right here? I'm saying that I created a variable called age. Okay, age is 20 in this case. Then I'm saying if age is less than or equal to 25, echo you are not allowed to consume alcohol. So when I save this file, refresh my browser, and then run this, I'm supposed to get something like this: you are not allowed to consume alcohol, because the condition is true. Age is less than or equal to 25. So I have to print out you're not allowed to consume alcohol. So we're going to look at another example right here, but in this example we're going to get the current day, because right now if I check the calendar it's Monday. So we'll get the current day using the date function and then store it in a variable called current day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the variable. I'm going to call it current_day like this is equal to the date function. Then inside the date function I'm going to pass letter D in it. Okay, after that, so I'm going to say if the variable current day so I'm saying I created a variable called current day right here. Then I'm going to get the current day, the real current day for today, okay, using the date function in PHP. This is a default function in PHP, so you can get the current day using it. So then I'm saying if the current day is Monday, then echo out to the screen that today is Monday. Let me add an HTML element here to give me a line break. Save that, come here, you run, you're going to get today is Monday. Okay, up to now we are executing a certain line of code if a certain condition is true. If you can check here again in line 12, we created a variable, this variable called age, and the age is having an integer of 20. That means the person's age is 20. Now if the age is less than 25, that's 1. You tell them you're not allowed to consume alcohol, and it's what is happening right here in line 14, and it's being executed out here. Okay, and also we're saying if the age is equals to 25, also tell them the same thing. You're not allowed to consume alcohol. So if we change our 20 to 25, okay, because we're saying if their age is also equal to 25, tell them the same thing. So when we change it to 25, we save that, we run it, we expect to get the same output because they're still within the if condition. If it is less than 25 or it's equals to 25, still tell them they are not allowed to drink alcohol. Okay, now when this person, probably they're 26, okay, they qualify, they're out of this condition bracket, okay, because they're saying if it's less than or equals to 25, but now in this case they're 26. So when you save and then you run this code, you will see that there is no output for them. Okay, now if you want to tell this person something customized for them, maybe you want to say, okay, you are free to drink alcohol, or you can drink alcohol. We don't know whether they drink alcohol or they want to drink alcohol or anything. We can say anything specific to them. Okay, so in that case, that's where the else statement comes in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first comment out these codes in line 16, and then we're going to print out a customized message to this person who is 26 or 30 or 40 or any other age. Okay, so we're going to bring in our else statement right here, curly braces, and then we're going to echo for them something like, you're free to drink alcohol. Right here, you save it. So when you run this code, automatically this person is 26, more than this. Okay, so when you run, you expect to get this printed out to the screen. So you run that, you can see you are free to drink alcohol. But when this person is only, let's say, 12 years of age, you save it, you run it, you can see you are not allowed to consume alcohol. So that is how the if else statement works. Okay, so let's bring in the third conditional statement in the list, the if else statements. So what I'm going to do right here, I'm going to create a variable called speed. Okay, let's use this example to see how the else if statement fits in. Okay, the variable speed, it's I'm going to put it in kilometers per hour. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me write for you a comment right here. I'm going to call it speed. Just like that. So I'm going to create the variable speed. So we want to echo out you are burning extra fuel. Then the last one is else. Then else, if all those conditions are not true, we are going to echo it's dangerous. That means they will probably be riding over 110 kilometers per hour. Okay, so let me save that, and then let me first add the brake right here, run it. So you see it is dangerous because in our line 20 we're saying that if speed is less than 60. Okay, so let's first take this speed to less than 60, we put it to 50, save it, we run it. We should be saying it is safe. Okay, it is safe driving, like we are seeing right here. This brake tag is not being printed because it's an HTML element, just to give us a line break. Okay, now when the speed is greater than 60, okay, let's say it is 65, it's greater than 60, and this double and then the variable speed is less than 100, we want to print you're burning extra fuel. So when we run that, you can see that we are burning extra fuel. But if it's more than 100, let's say 102, save that, we run it, we should see it is dangerous. Okay, Now if the speed, if it doesn't know all these conditions, then we'll just say it is dangerous. So this is how the if else condition works. So you can specify more else if conditions in here. Maybe if the speed is greater than 70 and it's less than maybe 90, let's say something else happens in here. Okay, so that's how else if statement works. So we're going to look at the last condition, which is the switch statements. So in switch statements, we provide the deciding factor, which can be a variable or an expression, to switch statement, and then we specify the different case, each with a value, a piece of code, and a break statement. Now the break statement is so crucial. If you don't specify the break statement, we're going to see what will happen. Okay, so the break statement is specified to break the execution of the switch statement once the action related to the specified condition is met. But if the action is met and it's no break statement, that means everything after that will be executed. So if we do not specify the break statement, that's what happens. Okay, so we're going to take an example. We're going to create a variable here for numbers. Okay, we're going to create the variable number is equal to 2, just like that. Then we're going to open our switch. This is how the syntax looks like. Switch is a function. Okay, then inside it we're going to pass a variable called number, just like this. Now we can start bringing out our cases. Okay, let's say we're going to call case. This is number one case, that if the number is 1. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to be able to echo out and say okay, so this is what is happening. Now with the switch statement, you can specify multiple cases right here. Okay, now this last default, okay, this last default gets executed when all these conditions are not met. Okay, so right now we're saying that our number is equal to 2. So in our case 1, we're going to say you echo the number is plus, so this is string concatenation. I'm going to concatenate a string and a number. Okay, so when you want to hit plus, okay, you don't hit the plus sign, you hit the full stop instead. Okay, it stands as plus when it comes to concatenation, plus an empty string here again, and then plus the integer 1. That is if in this case the number up here is equal to 1. Okay, now we echo out another break statement so we can get a line break. Okay, don't worry about this, so we can get a line break. Now we can say case 2 that echo the number is plus 2. That is if the number in this case is equals to 2, and the same thing is happening in 3. If the number up here is 3, we're going to echo out the number is plus this an integer 3, and then we break it also. So let us save that, come here and then run it. We can see that the number is 2 right here. Let me first break this so we can see it clearly. Right here, you save it, run it. You can see that it's being printed out here that the number is 2, because up here it is true that this number is 2. If we change the number to 3, let's save that and then we run it, we can see that the number is 3. And also we are getting something here that I don't know the number. Why? Because we missed out the break statement. Remember what I was saying earlier? These break statements are so crucial. If this condition is met, let's say the number is 1 right here and it's true, we expect that it should be printed up that the number is 1. The value now this is met and it's true. We want to break the statement here if that is true. Okay, So if we run this, we can see that the number is 1 is being printed only alone on the screen. But if we didn't have this break statement, let me first comment it out, okay? And let me first also comment this out. We are going to be able that we will see that all these things will be printed out with the screen, and it's disastrous, okay? So the break statement is so important, okay? So it has to always be there. Even after this, right after this case study, we need to add in our break statement just like that, okay? So this is how the switch statements work.